People are using Firefox. If you can, or go on your desktop or laptop and go through there. The link's just I don't know why it's so janky, but you know,
It's a third party
internet.
service going through another third party. We got to go through like Facebook or YouTube and then jump over to like another. It's a pain in our ass too.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's free.
it is
You
free.
don't have to buy anything, including like NFT trading cards or anything. You
That'd
can
be cool though.
it kind of would be. Like, how dope would it be if we sold Trump NFT trading cards?
It'd be something.
It would be different. But yeah, so we got that, and then yeah, go enter that because we got iPads.
Hi, Eddie. Yeah, we have the iPad,
Hmm.
the iPad with extra stuff,
Yeah.
which we haven't fully determined, but it's going to be some merch.
For sure, an Apple Pencil,
Definitely a pencil.
right? Like that's a no-brainer.
It's pretty dope. That's the main one, and then we have the 4K Apple TV. So
But yeah, that one's pretty dope.
that one's
I got an Apple TV at home. It's a pretty cool little entertainment center thing, but super easy to win, right? Like all you got to do is just hop on there and then show up at the party to accept your award.
mhm,
That's it.
which is New Year's.
It is.
New Year's
It's on New
Eve,
Year's.
technically, and then into New Year's.
And then it's happening simultaneous to Glory Hole tattoos. That's how I remember when it's happening,
I know.
because those things are happening at the same time. So we got
Glory
that going
hole
on for you,
tattoos.
which is nice. And then we still haven't gotten tagged in 50 of the buttons for the
No.
$200 giveaway thing. That one's super easy. Like literally all you got to do, show up, pick up a free button, leave with your free button, post a picture of yourself, tag us. That's it. Once we get to 50 people who have tagged us, because you got to post and tag us. It doesn't count if you just come pick it up. So you got to post it, tag it. Once we get to 50, I'll give away $200 for tattoos. You're fucking welcome, because I'm a nice
Thanks.
guy. That's what this is all about, is to prove that I am nice so that you don't go digging through the skeletons in my closet.
See what the best sitting arrangement is.
I always kind of liked maybe like a 99% turn kind of thing, but like 1% back towards them. Gives the best profile.
So you want me to just stare back that way?
Yeah, sort of.
Do 360 and walk away?
Almost back that way.
Okay.
Right. Almost. My hair looks really good tonight. You see that? I don't know what the deal is.
I've been here all day with you. Yes, I've seen your hair.
Has it looked this good all day?
No, it's been shit up until now.
That's
so,
what I thought.
Yeah.
I felt like I was fussing with it a lot earlier. Now
The camera puts on 5 pounds of hair.
does it?
Yeah, I don't have a beard.
It's true. I just looked over. It's not there.
No.
I just use makeup so I look like I have facial hair. I try my best, but I don't grow very good facial hair.
This is all a filter for sure.
I filter on stubble. That's what I do. So,
Hi, Sam.
how's everybody doing this evening?
I'm doing great.
What kind of great?
Shit.
Shit great.
Maybe Alexander.
Oh, that's pretty decent.
That's the great.
Did I ever tell you that I am Alexander the Great reincarnated?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't believe you then. I still don't believe you now.
People usually don't because they feel like, well, if you were Alexander the Great reincarnated, why haven't you accomplished more? But like, you don't get to be great in every life.
And you,
Right.
honestly, you stay in kind of the same place. There's not a lot of Rome in you, you know?
Yeah. I will say this much though, like, so I am probably every bit as successful as Alexander the Great at this point because I have a nicer bed than he probably had. I own way more TVs than that guy had.
Mm-hmm.
I have air conditioning that he didn't have. I probably get to eat more food than he ever had. Right?
And,
I don't have to
you're
fight
alive.
anyone.
That's pretty good.
I can literally just deal with somebody like kind of blocking the aisle a little too much with a cart, and that's me conquering enough to be able to eat as much as Alexander the Great had.
I could definitely, yeah, I feel the same about like, Genghis Khan. I definitely could beat his ass now, for sure.
Yeah, with a gun.
Well, I mean, just like,
Right? Like,
I would have to find out where he's buried. It would be a whole thing. It would be weird.
yeah, I mean, like you just open the grave up, pop, pop, pop. What's he gonna do about it?
No.
Right? Welcome to 2022.
And if he does something
Genghis.
about it, well, then that's my bad.
Oh yeah,
Mummy 7.
if he does get out, the gun's not going to do any good
No.
anymore. I saw a fucking thing the other day. You, the audience, I saw a thing the other day on the internet about like, what if like things that are, well, no weapon forged by man can kill me. It really, like, that was 500 years ago was the last time someone tried. So what if like a missile would definitely work and they just don't even know that?
It's true.
Like, how would Dracula know if getting hit by a car was going to kill him or not? Right? They didn't
No.
have cars. He's probably never tested this theory. He's like, only stakes to the heart can kill me. And it's like, have you tried a bunch of other stuff? Or are you guessing?
What if Dracula was like picking his teeth with a toothpick and accidentally fell? Like,
And it went through his heart?
yeah,
That'd be horrible.
that'd be a funny fucking sketch, though.
That's bad Dracula.
That's terrible.
You're welcome. That's solid. That's all I have for jokes tonight. That's the full extent of them.
Yes.
But yeah, so we're working on building out the glory hole for the glory hole tattoos. Hopefully I'll be getting to that like this weekend or so. I need ideas for how to make said glory hole look. So that would be really important. So if maybe somebody wants to help out with suggestions for the sorts of things I should put around this glory hole and like how to decorate it, I would be eternally grateful-ish, right? Like, I mean, it's not that huge a contribution, but don't act like you all haven't been on Pornhub and seen glory hole stuff.
I would never.
You've never?
Never.
I don't believe him.
Not even there's a fire in my loins.
I don't believe him. Don't believe him. So, let me know what you guys want the glory hole to look like. Because I've got ideas, but I don't know. I want it to be a fun time for everybody, not just me.
Definitely some walls. Probably a hole in it somewhere.
For sure, yeah. I gotta figure out what chair to use, and I'm leaning towards. I have a folding chair at home that's just got like a padded seat to it, and just using that because it feels like that'd be the kind of like gross chair you would find at something like this.
Doesn't it need to be wipeable?
It is wipeable.
Okay.
The pad is vinyl.
Okay, that's
right.
fine.
So,
I know you would think about that, but like, what if you hadn't?
No, that's fair. Like, we got to stay ahead of the game.
Yeah.
So those are the two big ones, though. Like, so we've got the glory hole tattoos thing. Kidding with the big ones, right? We're doing the giveaway, right, for the iPads, right? So like, more than one of these. We got two of these guys, right, and the Apple TV and all that stuff. That's the big one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second kind of big one is if you guys come get enough buttons, we're giving away $200 worth of tattoo money, which I think we should make look like Monopoly money, right? We should have our own currency.
With a monocle on it.
We'll make it like a cyclical economy. We'll go hand out this, and people come buy tattoos with it.
Like Shroot Bucks?
I don't know what a Shroot Buck is.
You don't know what a Shroot Buck is?
I don't know what a Shroot Buck is.
It's
I'm kidding. It's from the
how
office.
many
I know.
family nickels is a Shroot Buck?
No, I know. I just don't really like The Office. I didn't find it very funny. I think Jim's insufferable, and Pam's cute. I feel like Steve Carell's annoying as shit in it.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, I like him a lot. I didn't like him in The Office.
I think he did a perfect job.
Ed Helms, I didn't really like in The Office. I love him in everything else. I don't know. I feel like a lot of those people were underutilized. Like it was good, but also like a lot of the writers, I feel like were like starting to get into their own and then went on to other projects that they fucking slated at. So it's like, I don't know. It feels undeveloped to me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I might just be high.
That could also be true. It's definitely not like a high TV show to watch.
I don't know about that. My daughter watches it a lot. She's kind of a stoner, so.
It's true.
What about that?
I got nothing.
I would say I don't know where she gets it from and do that whole thing, but like she really doesn't get it from me. I wasn't the one that taught her to smoke weed. She got that completely separate from me.
Wow.
She wasn't even aware that I was smoking weed.
Teenager smoking weed.
Right?
Who would have thunk?
Especially in fucking Florida. Where are they even getting this stuff? You know?
Well, my uncles used to sell a lot of it.
Your uncles used to sell a lot of Florida?
A lot of Florida.
Wow.
A lot of Florida.
That's ballsy. Hello, Christina. This is Desmond, in case you haven't met him. Desmond Carew.
I'm the only one that does these streams with you.
Grizzly.
I put the Riz and Grizz.
I don't even know what that fucking means.
Google it. Google Riz.
I put something in the Galen.
It's a good. My joke was good. I
That's
promise.
that's fair. I don't know what it means. It was just funny sounding.
How are you doing tonight? I'm doing terrible. Before you even ask.
I'm not. I'm doing fantastic. So
Your Riz
I
and
hope
your
you all
ability to
are doing awesome.
Yep.
Ah, gotcha.
That's good, right?
It was
If
okay.
you're smooth,
It would have been
or
great
just
if I
something
like
about
had
Riz.
got it.
Well, yeah,
Right,
of course.
but-
Now you have to. That's not my
For
fault.
me, like the joke is ruined because it had to be explained to me. So
You want me to be Robert De Niro for a little bit?
no. No. Yeah, you do this every time, and it makes me feel so insecure about the way I look.
Are you talking to me?
This is how he makes fun of me. He thinks I look like Robert De
Are you
Niro.
talking to me? There's a lot of other people here, but I think you're talking to me.
I want to
I
say
can't remember
he-
his voice for the
I
life
think
of
he
me, so that
improv
sucks.
that entire thing.
I hope so.
I'm pretty sure he did. I think that like he made that up and it stuck in the final cut. So
You know,
yeah, the man was a genius.
You
Is
know-
a genius.
do you know what they call that when you're eating butt?
Hmm.
Rimprov.
Ah, nice. When you're kind of eating ass on the fly.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know I was gonna be here.
I'll have to improvise. That joke has mileage.
Google lower it. That's basically.
Okay. Basically, when you're so sexy and attractive with so much game that you can attract a partner wordlessly with how much you ooze appealing riz. Damn, I didn't know they had a word about me.
No,
Yeah. I'm sorry, it's getting hot here. So I'm
I'm
gonna
getting
take
cold.
off the
I'm gonna
jacket.
zip this up and look like a weirdo with a zipped up jacket. Where's my zipper?
Hopefully that wasn't like annoying.
Oh, it was annoying.
You're welcome.
You're the one that can hear it.
What do you guys think of my shirt? This is my new villain shirt. Why? Because villain shirts are awesome.
I'm scared.
So, this shirt drips Riz. So-
No. Now I'm upset that you know the word.
And it's just weird that like they literally invented a word for me. I didn't know that was a thing. I've been looking for a word forever to describe myself, and now I finally have it. It's Riz. So, I mean, look at me, Desmond.
I'm looking
Look
at you
at
over
my
here.
beautiful
No, I'm not
eyeballs.
gonna fucking look over there.
Look at him. I mean, it's because he knows he'll be seduced.
This is anti-Riz right
Y'all
now.
know how it is. It's anti-Riz. Look at my
Anti-Riz.
hair.
I've stated.
Do you all feel that was anti-Riz?
Was that anti-Riz?
I feel like this shirt is pulling a lot of mileage for me. The lighting is helping. Right. Like all I got to do is sit with my arms a little bit bent and it looks like I have muscles because of the light.
I look like I'm either 60 feet taller than you or way shorter than you, depending on the angle.
You want me to sit up? Is this better?
No, not for me.
I mean, it's pretty close to like our height differential.
Yeah,
Now that you're slouching, it's not.
I'm 5'2".
That's accurate. I've seen life size.
My friend said, asked, I thought you were like 5'6". I was like, excuse me, I'm always sitting down, first of all.
I feel like when people say stuff like that to me, I'm like, nah, it's like 2 inches.
No,
5'6", that's huge.
that's huge.
Wow. Wow, that's more than you need. Put that thing away.
What are we
So,
talking about?
Riz.
Oh,
We're talking about Riz. This new word that I have learned.
yeah.
I'm going to wear it out like lit now. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to talk about when fucking adults figured out what lit meant, so everything was lit from then on out.
Dank is my least favorite word.
Dank?
I hate
I
that
don't
word.
really use it.
Yeah, but I don't know why I said that out loud to people, but that word sucks.
Y'all should
Ugh.
just spam the word dank in the chat. Dank, dank, dank. What? In what context would I even use it? Like, I wouldn't use it to describe my weed because that's not my style.
No. But people use it for like food.
Vajayjay. dank, dank vajayjay. That,
Jank
you know, that's
or dank, not
earthy.
jank is awesome. love that word.
Umami.
Umami. Ugh.
That's what dank feels like it would mean to me. It's like umami, right? Like something that is dank would have that flavor in my head.
I hate that we've said it so many times.
What, umami?
No, that's fine.
Your mommy?
That's
Got
she's a
weirder,
nice lady.
right? You're welcome.
She's a nice lady, okay?
She is a nice lady. I'm not making fun of your mother. I'm not that kind of person, Desmond. What sort of human do you take me for? So, if you're just joining us, we're talking about Riz, and we'll be joined tonight by Alec Baldwin and Steve Martin. If we have time, they'd come on after Jay Leno. If we have time. If we've got time. I don't promise.
I was not informed of any of this.
Well, I mean, like I'm the host, you're the co-host,
What
right?
the fuck does that mean?
Is that what we are?
How about you go fuck yourself with that shit?
How does
All
that
right,
work?
I'm taking over this whole fucking thing.
Who's the host?
Nice face, everybody, and I hope you're having a great night. What are you? Oh, you're saying something over here?
Are you the host?
Not very umami of you.
Am I the co-host?
I don't know.
I don't know how this works. Are we both co-hosts?
We're bro hosts.
Okay, I like that. RRR.
I look
life.
so Bam Margera in this
I
lighting.
I feel like when you said we were bro hosts, we were supposed to go like this and do like the Arnold Schwarzenegger lockup. Like, you son of a bitch. Bam.
No, we can't do that. That's too bro.
You know who does that shit with me?
Who?
Ronan.
Okay.
My little boy, little 9-year-old, will run up and he'd be like, "Can we do it?" I'm like, "Do what?" And he's like, "This." And I'm like, "Fuck yeah." Bam. And he was just like, "You son of a bitch." And I'm like, "You're the coolest fucking kid ever. Let your kids cuss." That's my advice to you. It's really not a good reason not to. Tell them not to do it at school because they're not supposed to. It's against the rules, so that's fair. But like,
Which is weird.
why is it against the rules at your house? It's funny as fuck when they do it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you make them think it's against the rules, but you're the one who lets them do it, it's even funnier.
Mm-hmm.
That's my parenting advice to you. You can take that. I've got 4 children. That's the one thing I've learned.
There
Let your
really
kids cuss.
is nothing funnier than like a kid dropping something and being like, shit! Just really high pitched. Ooh.
Ronan all the
Time to
time.
go.
He'll like be saying shit really fast, and I'll mistakenly believe he said a curse word and have to like re-say stuff. So it's like it's even funnier to me then because it's like I kind of imagine he really did cuss, and now he's just covering it up. You know.
That's how you do it. You talk fast enough, you can cuss as much as you
Kids
want.
are so fucking funny. Have children, let them cuss. That's my life advice.
All right, I'll put that on my bucket list.
Tombstone? I'll put that
No,
on my
why,
tombstone.
why do you want me to be? I don't want to be
You're
dead.
gonna die eventually
Yeah, but I don't want to.
because of the poison. Remember?
Yeah, well,
if you
yeah.
don't get the antidote. So we need you guys to send money
All right.
for him to get the antidote. It's a ransom concept, and I don't have the cash, so
This seems
sorry.
vaguely illegal.
So this seems like I'm not extorting anyone. Someone's extorting me, and I'm begging for help. So that's fine.
I'm the one
I'm not-
poisoned.
Yeah, that's not my fault though. I didn't poison you. Mary did.
Mary.
She just used my credit card to buy it,
Ah, okay.
which is why I don't have enough money for the antidote. Everybody knows this shit, right? So, so anyway,
What's going on?
I don't know. You're
Yeah.
being poisoned.
So yeah.
Back on the topics that matter. So, goth girls,
Uh-huh.
okay, check. I think some form of Game of Thrones is probably popular right now, right?
Where are you going with
I'm
this?
trying to pick topics people will actually want to talk about, but
Okay, gotcha.
most stuff now sucks. So it's like nothing good to talk about.
What's everybody's favorite soda? Why is it?
Mountain Dew.
Yes.
Why is it Mountain Dew?
We are a Mountain Dew family here.
We really are.
We really are.
It's a lot of Mountain
House
Dew.
of Dragons. You don't even know.
Yeah, House of Dragons was pretty good.
That's what I call my my bottom drawer.
That's the House of Dragons. That's what I call my pants.
Sunkissed. Ooh.
Sunkissed is good. Hear me
That's
out.
good.
So I've got a story from when I was a kid about how orange was my favorite color, like of all time. And I was like 4 or 5 years old, going into kindergarten, and it was like a school trip that day. And so I had this glass bottle of orange soda. It slipped out of like my lunch bag. It busted, and I was so upset because they kept trying to bring me like other sodas, but like I wanted a fucking orange soda, right? And they're like, well, what about Sprite? What about this? No, fucking orange. It's my favorite color, right? So it took them so long to finally get me an orange soda that I missed the whole fucking field trip, and I like ate my lunch and cried alone on the playground. That was the first time that I killed a person that evening and wore them as a skin suit. So it was a lifelong passion after that. They wrote a movie about me. It's called Silence of the Lambs.
Orange vodka and a creamsicle in it.
Okay.
What?
Okay. I don't drink personally, but that does sound delicious. I abused the privilege. I'm not allowed to.
That is true.
Yeah. He's allowed to. You can have an orange vodka.
I can have whatever the fuck I want. I'm an adult.
I used to do the
Sorry, that was
kamikaze.
aggressive.
Kamikazes, to me, taste very much like if Mountain Dew was an alcohol. Right?
Mountain Dew is now officially an alcohol.
Just imagine a kamikaze kind of Mountain Dew put together.
Imagine.
It's incredible. Right?
Nobody has Mountain Dew at a bar, is the weird thing.
Right? That is weird. I fucking love Mountain Dew.
Especially since it was originally made to be a mixer.
Was it?
Yeah, for whiskey.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I would not mix it with whiskey at all. That doesn't sound good at all. That sounds fucking horrible.
No, that's weird.
Again, I can't drink,
It's
but
fucking weird.
if I still did, like, that's not how I would do it.
I do with Malibu because it tastes like a Baja Blast.
Oh, shit. Also, we had our holiday party thing.
Yes,
We did our Secret Santa giveaway.
I still got mine coming.
It's true. I got half of my presents so
Yeah.
far.
Because I'm an asshole.
Only person who didn't get any gifts that day was me.
Except for the gift of my love.
That's true. And the gift of, like, looking into the future for gifts, right? That's another one.
I'm just going to keep stringing them along.
Excitement for the future.
I think the first one means a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
Nobody will know. It's not like outward. The people who know think it's funny.
It's a
but the
solid
reason I
insight.
got it.
Yeah.
It's because.
We're not going to tell you all, though.
No. Yeah.
You don't deserve to know that unless you come to the glory hole. I might whisper it through
Okay.
the glory hole.
That's bad verbiage, but I'm on board.
So, long story short, what should we put to entertain people while they're getting tattooed at the glory hole?
I think Wooly Willy,
See,
which
originally,
is weird. You come see the Wooly Willy at the Glory Hole.
so the thought originally was like, I wanted to do one of those screens like they actually have, right, with like the adult movies, and you select what you want to watch and shit. But I kind of think like just a TV screen up there is fine. But then I was like, I can't just play porn on that though, right? Like that doesn't make sense. So I need something that makes sense for this environment where like you'd be in a tattoo glory hole and this is what you would see. Right. What the fuck kind of
Or just
entertainment?
flash on the wall then. That feels right.
No, I want something.
How does that not feel
I
right?
want something video though.
Well, then fucking.
Because it's a glory hole. They don't put magazines in them. Right?
I mean, I haven't been to one in a very long time.
How long?
Very long.
Like how many years? We talking decades?
8 years.
8 years since you've been to a glory hole?
Yeah.
For real?
Well, I was with people that wanted to do that. Okay, do you want to get into the story?
I do.
All right, so I was with somebody, and I didn't mind watching her doing stuff.
Okay.
So I didn't go for me. It was
Okay.
dope.
I mean, I'll do either or.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's a glory hole.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get why it looks like I'm there, but it's just, no.
Tell people what you gotta tell them. It's fine. We all know.
I've only touched one wiener in my whole life that isn't mine. Oddly enough.
That's weird.
At least on purpose.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's been a lot more than that for me.
I know. Oh, I fucking know. But I got a good one. So that's
Man,
Yeah.
am I allowed to do a poll of our users? Or how many,
poll of users who's touched polls.
how
Yeah.
many wieners
A
have
poll
you
poll?
touched, users? You know, like,
I don't think we should.
viewers. I'm not allowed to ask that.
Blink twice if you've touched more than one. All right, well, here we go.
I'm just wondering, like, does that somehow violate Facebook's terms of service to ask the audience a question like that? Which I have not yet asked them, Facebook. No one's asked that yet. Just implied that we might want to. Right?
It might be towing a line.
Towing a line. What do you all think? Do you think I'm allowed to ask you questions like that, or do you think that's too far? I just feel like we should all be more frank about things, you know? We should be
Or
open
hurt
and honest about them. And come to the glory hole and put your appendage through and get tattooed, you know? I think it's going to be a fucking blast. I think it's going to be really fun. And slots are really limited too, because dead serious, I'm only doing it for the run up to midnight. And then at midnight, I'm coming out of there and I'm going to watch the ball drop with everybody. And then I think you're supposed to kiss somebody at midnight. And I don't have somebody to kiss at midnight that like officially is the person I'm supposed to do that with. So I think I'm going to have to buy like a raptor animatron to hang out with at the party. So everyone's like, who are you kissing? I'm like, you know.
Fair.
That's what I think I'm going to do.
I like that.
So
Makes sense for you.
I should have a sweepstakes for whoever shows up at the party who doesn't get kissed, right? Everybody who wins doesn't have to get kissed, right?
Oh, it's like a, yeah.
All the rest of you are getting it.
Like
Deal with it.
what is it called? An escape room?
10 winners.
An escape kissing booth.
A reverse kissing, but like a huggy wuggy kissing booth, you know? Like stalking you down
ugh.
and doing it.
No, Huggy Wuggy is not okay.
Have you seen the new version of that with like the box and all that shit?
No.
You should look it up. It's a pretty dope little trailer. I also saw, I don't fucking remember what it was. I wish I did because I'd plug it right the fuck now. But it was a CG from first person perspective of Geppetto having just finished Pinocchio. And like you hear Pinocchio's like crying and he's like dangling down from like these cords on the ceiling. And Geppetto's like, it wasn't supposed to be like this. And he's like, Papa, am I a real boy now? And he's like, it's not supposed to be like this. And he goes, Papa, come here. I'm scared. And the nose grows, right? So Geppetto like goes to take off the other way and he gets to the door. When he opens it, this dude busts through the door and he's like, I know you have my fucking son here, you piece of shit. I know what you fucking did, right? So then like Pinocchio swings in and murders that guy. Geppetto takes off to like the other room, and then like Pinocchio's like stalking him, and like the whole time he's talking to him, and he's like, "I just want to hug you," and his nose like grows more, and it's like, "Fuck, this is terrifying." And then like it ends with like Geppetto gets eaten by Pinocchio, and then like it's still first person perspective, and he like looks out this little hole, and when he looks out the hole in the mirror, he's inside of a doll now. It was pretty fucking awesome. Go look that up. I don't remember what that's from, but go
Sure,
look
that
it up.
wasn't a fever dream.
It was not a fever
Okay,
dream,
just wanna
but
make
it
sure.
was fucking dope. And it's some YouTube channel. There's like a bunch of videos from him, but that's the one that I saw. That was pretty sweet.
That does seem creepy.
It's like meat something or that. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it
Meat
up.
something?
I think so.
Oh yeah, I love Googling the word meat.
No, I think I've just got it open in a tab because I never close my tabs ever. Meat Canyon.
Meat Canyon? Yeah, I'm not Googling that.
Dude, just look up Meat Canyon. It'll be fine. Search for it. It's called the Wooden Boy, right? Like it's
Yeah, the Meat Canyon Wooden Boy.
bam right there.
This
That
sounds
Pinocchio one. Very
bad.
top one. I'm telling you, like, look up the Meat Canyon about the Wooden Boy. It's fucking fantastic. Like, I know everyone's on Guillermo del Toro's whole thing with Pinocchio, but this is a better version than that even. I'm not saying something. So, you're welcome. If you learn nothing else from this stream, you learn that you got to go watch that.
That's true.
And Battlefield Earth.
Battlefield Earth is something else.
Yeah, it's forewarning. I'm not saying that because it's a good movie, so I don't want people to be mad at me when they're like, this was a horrible movie. It's a horrible fucking movie.
It's real bad.
It's horrible in all the right ways, though. Like, John Travolta.
I graduated at the top of my class.
He brings all the overacting to the table on it, which I loved. I fucking loved every ounce of it. And Forrest Whitaker going over the top like always. It's a wild ride. Go watch that shit. Do yourself that favor. And RRR if you haven't watched. Yeah, watch that one. I fucking love that movie. So anyways, I guess like on to something less weird. Right? How about you decide what we talked to them about? Because I'm just going to keep talking about glory holes if you let me.
Yeah, I know you will. There's really no stopping it, to be fair. I don't know what we should talk about. We kind of already talked about everything we need to for the party.
Yeah, we didn't have that much to cover.
It'll be fun. I have a mustache. That's cool.
But not a beard. That's trick of the camera.
Yeah, it's a comb. It's combed down.
Mm-hmm. He has a Mobius mustache.
Has anybody else's Alexa been just the worst?
It really fucking has.
Like, our Echoes have been just open.
I have the ones at home hooked up to the same like commands as the ones here. And sometimes I'll be at home, and if I tell one of them to play, but I have like, say, my thunderstorm sounds playing in the bedroom, it'll end up playing for some reason on the bedroom instead of where I told it to play like it's supposed to. So every once in a while, I'll go to get in the shower, and I'll tell it to play music, and it'll tell me it's going to play it, and then it won't. So then I'll tell it to do it again, and it won't. And then I'll check around, and none of mine are playing it, and I'll be thinking, like, I bet Desmond's, like, up at the studio right now, and some random shit just started playing, right? And you're just like, what in the ever-living fuck is, like, fucking Carly Simon coming on right now for? It's me. I'm singing in the shower.
There was the one time Kyle said, Alexa, tell Desmond to fuck himself. And then we got a message back, that's not very nice.
I love AI.
Alexa, don't.
What did you? She's talking to you now.
Yeah, I know. I barely even said her name.
He's not wearing his headphones tonight, so I can't hear anything that's going on in the room. So he's like my fucking translator. right?
I
Normally we're both isolated. Tonight it's just me. He has to deal with all the nonsense and the noise and shit. So you all are welcome. So things we don't have any other announcements that we have to make. I think I should get to tell a joke. And you should just let me get through the entire joke. Does that seem fair? Does that seem fair to everybody?
I already feel like I'm gonna hate this, but yeah. I'm supportive.
Guy is driving through the woods in the middle of the night. It's this long, windy road. His car breaks down. He's stuck on the side of the road, and he's like, crap, what am I gonna do? I'm out in the middle of nowhere, and I don't have my cell phone with me, right? So he remembers he saw this mansion a little ways up the road back. So he gets out of the car, walks in the middle of the night that way, and he sees the little road going off towards the mansion, right? So he starts walking up there, and he sees that it's just like trees and trees and trees until eventually it comes to just a solid fucking fence. No gate, nothing, just a 10-foot tall fence. So he's like, weird. Well, I can't go back to the car. I got to get up there. So he decides to climb it, figuring there's a gate somewhere anyway, right? So he goes for a little while longer, walks and walks and walks, tons of trees, and then like a fucking 20-foot tall fence. He decides, fuck it, climbs over the fence, comes down the other side, goes the rest of the way, bam, 30-foot tall fence. So he scales this fence, scales down the other side, continues walking, and there's the mansion. So he gets up, huge door, knocks on it. Takes a little while. Finally, this guy answers. He's like, can I help you? And he's like, yeah, you live here, right? And he's like, yeah, this is my house. And he's like, well, my car broke down on the side of the road. I just need a phone so I could call somebody. And the guy's like, okay, I don't have a phone. I'm actually going to my friend's house tonight, but I could take you to town in the morning. You could get somebody to help you out then. If you want to just chill for the night, I'll be back early a.m. He's like, yeah, I mean, would you be comfortable with that? And he's like, yeah, it's just, there is one thing I do not want you doing at my house. You can have any of the food that you want. You can go watch the TV. I've got a pool, all this stuff, but follow me. He's like, okay, it's your house. So they get to his library, and there's just fucking books everywhere, all over the place. And he walks up to a very specific book, and he pulls it down, and the whole fucking case slides to the side. And the guy's like, I would never have even thought to do this. Why is he telling me not to do this? So he's like, just grab a torch off the wall and come with me. So they go down the stairs for a while, and they get to a door. He goes, I need you to cover your eyes. You can't be seeing like what I'm putting in passcode-wise for this door. So the guy's like, oh, okay, fine. So he looks away, but he's really kind of looking because he's curious, right? So the guy puts the passcode in, and the door slides open. They go like another 30 foot, and there's another door. So he does the same thing. Cover your eyes, puts the passcode in, door slides open, right?
I hate you so much.
Goes like 30 more foot. There's another door, and he's like, okay, I got this. Puts in the passcode, right? And the door spins open.
Listen, chat, if
And
you don't stop it, I will.
Giant fucking chamber, right? Just this huge chamber inside of a cave underground. You can't even see the walls. So he's like, follow me. And he can hear this huge breathing sound. So he's like, okay, I'm getting a little freaked out by this. So they get over there, and finally the guy holds the torch up, and there's this huge fucking cyclops. And it's like looking down at them, and it's like breathing heavy, and it's chained up to the wall. The guy goes, the only thing I'm asking you to do is do not touch that fucking cyclops. Okay? And he's like, yeah, why the fuck would I even do that? And he's like, just trust me, don't touch him. So he's like, fine. So they leave. He puts in the passcode, door closes. Puts in the next passcode, door closes. Next passcode, door closes. They go up, slides it closed, and goes, all right, I'm going to leave for the night. I'll see you in the morning, man. Takes off. So Homeboy gets comfortable, finds some PJs, puts them on, makes himself some sandwiches, eats, he's watching TV, but his fucking curiosity gets the best of him. He's got to know what the fuck's up with this Cyclops, right? Why would you even have one? So he goes over, he's looking, tries a couple books, finally gets the one, thing slides open. So he walks in, types in the passcode, door slides open. Goes like another 30 foot, types in the passcode, door slides open. Another 30 foot, types in the passcode.
Nobody can stop this other than me.
Door spins open, right? So he grabs the torch, walks in, he holds it up, he's looking at this thing, he's like, holy shit. So he like leans, and it's like watching him with the one big eye, and it keeps following him where he goes. And finally he's like, you know, fuck it, and touches it on the toe, right? And this thing flips the fuck out, right? Ah! pulls all the chains out of the fucking wall, and this dude is freaked now. So he takes off fucking running with this Cyclops hot on his fucking heels, turns around, types in the code, fucking thing spins shut, and he takes off. He gets to the second door, types in the code, and as this thing's closing, he sees this fucking thing punch through that fucking first door. He's like, holy shit! So he runs, gets to the third door, bam, it slams shut, and the second door gets thrown the fuck to the side, and then this thing punches through the third door while he's on his way up the stairs. He takes off through this fucking mansion, busts out this big ass front door. This thing is still right on top of him. Right. So he runs down, he gets to this 30-foot tall fence, and he climbs the entire 30-foot tall fence, and he drops down the other side of it, takes off running, turns around, and this thing just uproots the fucking fence and goes under it. Right? So he keeps running, gets to the 20-foot tall fence, climbs over it, gets down the other side, turns around, and this thing like just slowly steps over top of it. Then he gets down, just leaps this fucking 10-foot fence, lands on the other side, takes off running, and turns around as this thing just basically like hops over this thing like it's not there. So he runs. His veins are pumping battery acid, and he gets all the way down to his car, gets in it, slams the door shut. He's got it locked, and he's trying to start it and everything, and it will not start, and suddenly it just gets dead quiet. He's like, oh my God. And he looks up, and right in the window is just that one big eye and the steam from its breath on the window, right? And suddenly it reaches down and grabs the car door and just rips it the fuck off and throws it. And this guy's like shaking in his boots. He's like, oh my God, I'm going to die. And it goes, you're it, and runs off. You're welcome. How long was that?
About 8 minutes.
How much of your life did I just waste?
No, I fucking knew what was happening the whole goddamn time. As soon as you're like, I'm gonna tell this joke.
You're welcome to all of you.
I'm stuck here. Nobody stopped him. It's just me.
Why would they? That's a good joke. See, Christine gets it. You're welcome. I'm a very funny person.
It's funny one time.
It's funny every time.
Yeah, no.
Okay, hear me out. If you all wanted me to, I can drag that out to a half hour. Right? Easily. I would like to say I kind of want to go to like a comedy club where they do an open mic night and people are like putting together a tight five and like working really hard on it and just tell that joke and cut it to exactly 5 minutes. That'd be fucking hilarious. Like you come in and you're like, I wonder what this guy's type five is, and it's one shitty joke and that's it. That's all you get.
I've lived that life. It wasn't great. I was very drunk. I didn't stand up. I had my Jurassic Park joke. It went over half well.
Okay.
But people were also pissed.
I feel like that's how I like to treat the audience. It's like, can I make the joke bad enough you're mad at me about that?
Oh, I was pissed.
No, see, waiting for him to stomp on the guy, but no stomping. It's a game of tag. You know, the trick to that joke too is like remembering as many ridiculous details as you can, just so you've got so many things to go back through. And people start like hanging up on it, and they're like, I wonder why this was 30 foot, and it was 30 foot between these things, like, and it's 3 sets of whatever. Like, I love that part of it. People just waiting for you to give them like some gold, and you just know in the back of your mind, you're like, I just stole part of your life, like, and I'm not even done with it yet. That shit's very funny to me because I'm a bad person. But yeah. What are you gonna do? You said we didn't have any announcements.
That drained me.
I feel like that was fair.
That was one of those like, oh boy, here we go.
Strap in for the ride, the Kerbal Space Program ride. There's your another plug. Download that so we have something to talk about on the stream with you all. I mean, I don't think Desmond plays it, but
I don't.
I do. I like Kerbal.
I know you do. I talk about it every day.
Kerbal's good shit. Any of y'all play Kerbal Space Program?
If you
That's
do,
probably a no.
That's a very specific game.
It's probably a no. It's really fucking awesome. It's like if you ever wanted to be a rocket scientist, but you're not as smart as a rocket scientist, this is the game for you. Works for me. I like it.
I think anybody could be a rocket surgeon.
You think so?
I think so.
This is not rocket surgery, people.
Especially with automation of math. It's becoming way more automated.
Yeah, still. I mean, like, surgery doesn't really require a lot of math.
It's true. Especially
on a rocket.
Yeah.
You just got into the organs of the rocket.
Why are they launching organs in the...
Well, because rockets are biological creatures. You didn't know this?
Oh, I thought I was talking about...
Oh, yeah, no.
Organs.
In the cargo hold, obviously.
Yeah.
Duh. A pipe organ.
Yeah.
You know? Why are those called organs? And then, like, the things inside of you are called organs. That's weird to have the same word for both of those. Right? Like, there's no good reason why those are connected.
Which came first, the organ or the organ? I feel like the organ.
So, the fruit orange came before the color orange. You're welcome for that tidbit of information. Look it up too. I could have made that shit up. You don't even know if that's a real fact. And then they're going to look it up and it is a real fact. And that way, when the next time I say one, they'll be like, of course it's a real fact. Why look it up? But that one's going to be bullshit. Like Mr. Ed was played by a zebra. Wait, that one might be real. Or maybe it's not. Look it up. You're welcome. And cite your fucking sources.
Velociraptors lived in the Mesozoic era.
Velociraptors were small, like chicken-like in size. Utah raptors were like 6 foot tall, but yeah, it's Jurassic Park.
Utah?
They were just trying to make that shit cool.
Right?
Utah. You're welcome. I know a little bit about dinosaurs. Not a fucking lot, but a little bit.
They aren't around right now for the most part.
Okay, except Denver, the last dinosaur. He's got friends and a whole lot more.
I hate everything about this.
Yeah, well, anyone who knows what Denver the Last Dinosaur is going to love that. You're welcome. How about gummy bears? Not the fucking candy, the TV show.
No.
If anybody wants, like, fucking late 80s, early 90s era, like, cartoon, entertainment, nostalgia shit, I'm super fucking down to work on those projects. Like, I would do the gummy bears as a fucking sleeve. I would do David the Gnome as a fucking sleeve. All of that shit's dope. Fraggle Rock. Who wants a fucking Fraggle Rock sleeve? Y'all coming in here all like, hey, I found this thing that's the same tattoo everyone else has. How come none of you got Gobo from fucking Fraggle Rock? Or Count Duckula. Or Darkwing fucking Duck, dude. Let me do a Darkwing Duck sleeve, but like modernizing new school style.
What about DuckTales?
Well, I mean, like, DuckTales was dope, right? And so was Tailspin, right? Launchpad McQuack, that guy was cool. You're fucking welcome, guys. Like, come get that shit done. I'm working on that Muppet Babies one because I love this nostalgia shit. It's really fun artwork to do. They're fun styles to play with. Muppet Babies was the shit. Tiny Toon Adventures, could do that shit.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Courage the Cowardly Dog, always good, but I don't know. I'm thinking more like Angry Beavers. You remember that shit? Or Doug. Like, imagine Doug as like a new school tattoo with like modern rendering techniques and shit.
I don't want to.
Imagine it. Whether
I'm
you
not
want to
going
or not.
to.
Or like Calvin and Hobbes, but like not from the main Calvin and Hobbes storyline, from like his Imagine play shit. So like Spaceman Spiff and stuff like that.
Okay.
Right, so come get those tattoos. I'm telling you what the cool shit is. When you come in here next time, you're like, oh, I want the famous Stars and Straps as a tramp stamp. Like, this is the shit that I get mad about. You should get this stuff that I want you to get instead. Right? No one needs famous Stars and Straps. You don't. But you do need Fraggle Rock.
I haven't seen one of those tattoos in a very long time.
Not that they don't look cool, it just got overused, you know? That's what happens when you come up with something that like has a really cool look to it. It's going to get played out eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Just looks too fucking cool. So, but yeah, so that's the shit I want to do. Like, why is everybody not only getting that shit? And then I want to put like glow effects and shit in it. So if you come in and you're like, hey, I want a bunch of this like 90s shit and stuff, I'm going to put like the little fucking triangles and stuff that they would put all over like the windbreakers and stuff, but I'm going to make them neon and glowing like they had on like the walls of Target, and like I'm going to make it feel like a Taco Bell back in the 90s. That's the tattoo I want to do for you.
Taco Bell from the...
I want you to
Come
feel...
to Rogues Gallery. You can get tattoos that look like Taco Bell from the 90s.
I want to do tattoos where the subject matter reminds you of when you could read a newspaper as the table at Wendy's. I want you to have that feeling when you look at your tattoos where you're like, damn, this feels like when McDonald's had styrofoam containers. Yeah, I want you to be like, fuck, every time I look at my tattoo, all I can think of is the little Transformer fry guys and shit that you got in the Happy Meals.
Do you understand how specific of a demographic we are talking
I
about?
find it's gotta be wildly specific, right? I want you to be looking at your tattoo like, god damn, this feels like a Happy Meal bucket that's shaped like a fucking pumpkin or a ghost or a witch, because you know those are the ones that gave out. You're fucking welcome, right? I want you to look at your tattoo and think, man, this feels like I'm inside that cage that was Grimace's stomach on the play place outside in 1989. Right? Like, you're welcome. I am telling you what the good shit is, and that's what we need to hit up. That's what we need to be doing. Come in, get the Ronald McDonald play place era characters all as a sleeve. Come in and let me do a back piece. but have it be something like fucking wild, like the Burger King's Kids Club Kids when they had Kid Vid on it. Right? That's the shit we should be doing.
This is a weird level of nostalgia.
I just love all of that like art style from that era. Right?
The only thing I can think of is diapers and ball pits.
Okay.
Bring us back to those days, you know?
I'm saying like, I want you to be looking at your tattoo and be like, this feels like showbiz, not Chuck E. Cheese. Now, bitch, I want you to be looking at it going like, fuck that. This feels like Billy Bob's, not showbiz. Yeah, you're welcome. That's pre-showbiz pizza, which is like definitely pre-Chuck E. Cheese.
I don't know what's going on.
For those of you who know, you fucking know. Like, I want you to be like, damn, this feels like when you used to have to wear the little plastic mask with just the thing around it and the little slit in it for Halloween, and then like the plastic bag that they just printed the costume on, and like your tongue would get stuck in the slit and it cut your tongue and shit. You know what I'm talking about.
Don't put your tongue through it.
Why would you not? You're like
Okay,
5,
fair.
you know? So, you know,
Have I
back when
ever
they
told
were...
you my Diglett story?
What?
Yeah, my Diglett
I know, I
story.
haven't heard this at all.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
All right, because we were talking about all the nostalgia from from fast food. I had a stepbrother. His name was James.
James Diglett?
No.
Okay.
Been fucking awesome if it was. So they used to give out the Pokeballs, and it was huge, you know. And we had a bunch of those. We would go to, I think it was Burger King, right? And one day, I'm playing video games. He's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll pause it. So he goes in. Normal amount of time for number 2. And I hear, I choose you, Diglett, and a splash.
Oh my God, gross. He knows I don't like toilet humor. I
Listen,
can't
I
believe
have
walked
to.
into this.
Listen, I had to listen to that 8
Is this
minutes.
because of my joke?
Yes. So I end up going, what's going on in there from the other room, as one does, because I'm not going to walk in.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have either.
He's like, oh, this happened. Don't you hit me with that, I swear to God.
Just keep telling your story.
So, will you get away with this? No. So, I end up, he opens the door, he's washing his hands and opening the door. He didn't flush yet, which was a whole thing.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know.
Ugh.
And then I'm like, well, just don't flush it. We got to get it out. So he flushes it. Lo and behold, that toilet never worked again because it was perfectly sized for the pipes. the ball was absolutely the perfect pipe size.
That would infuriate me. Oh my God.
Then I got yelled at.
Did you guys try putting his mouth around the bottom of the pole and making him suck that thing out of
His
there?
lungs, yeah. No, yeah, it was awful.
Yeah, that sounds horrible. I have similar stories about horrible stuff when I was raising my children, but I have a feeling one of them would murder me if I told that story, so
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not going to. But I've got a few of those.
My stepbrother was into some poop stuff. It was weird.
I am not. I'm so grossed out by it, and then like you have kids and like get over it. Like it's gonna be a problem.
All
And
right.
I have a dog now too, so every once in a while it's a problem with him.
I know you're gonna hate me for the second part. This is another poop thing. I'll just make it vague.
Damn it.
So, Sloppy Joe's on the side of the trailer. Written in, you know. So we're the next May. We're driving. My mom's driving us both to the bus stop, and she looks over and sees it, and she looks in the mirror and sees my eyes. I'm like, oh no. She's like, Sloppy Joe's, huh? I'm like, yeah, baby. She's like, was this you? I was like, no, it wasn't me. James just looks at me and was like, dude, I'm not taking the fall for this one. So, yeah, needless to say, he was grounded for a very long time after that. I am the one that told him to do it after he'd already, like, he's like, should I? I was like, yeah, you definitely should.
You
Yeah,
shouldn't.
we're
You
10.
Don't listen to him. He's bad.
It was an abandoned trailer. Like, nobody's going to be angry about it.
We used to, God, when I lived in Kentucky, we would drive through like these freaking backwood areas and shit. And we would find all these like abandoned houses and shit. So we'd go pick up like pool balls and stuff. I can't look at that right now. I'm doing this. We'd pick up like pool balls and shit. and we'd be like driving around and driving through like cornfields and stuff and throwing pool balls at like mailboxes on the side of the road and try to get them in the mailbox. At which point they would explode, by the way, which was fucking awesome. We were stupid kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do those things. They're not wise.
Yeah, it's not. No, don't do those things.
I also almost broke into the Jefferson Davis Memorial one time.
That would have been interesting.
I really wanted a shirt so that I could prove to people that they really do have a Jefferson Davis Memorial where I'm from. Because people say, like, there's no way. Yeah, they really fucking do. I swear to God. So, like, I wanted to break in and get the shirt. And I was just sitting there thinking, like, man, I don't want to get arrested over a fucking Jefferson Davis shirt, right? And then I got to thinking, like, if my brother was here, we definitely would have just kicked this fucking window in and gotten one of these. We can't hang out with each other too much. We're bad influences, I think. It's horrible. So it is what it is. Our parents had to put up with it, like our whole fucking lives too. I don't know how they survived that shit. I'd have had a heart attack if I had me as a kid. It's horrible.
Also, you would have a time machine.
Would I? Where would this time machine be, Desmond, that you know that I have? And did future me tell you about it? He's fucking caught now. Yeah. So, so we did have announcements, and we are wrapping up. So do you want to announce it one more time and then be done, or do we want to be done with the announcements?
Do you want me to do the announcements?
I do.
My middle name is
I want to see
Aaron.
how you do them. Ready, go.
How I do them? So, New Year's, come hang out. We'll be starting around 10 p.m. New Year's Eve. We will be giving away our prizes, which you can find pinned. The way you win is use the link that we have pinned on the Facebook. Do all the things. You get points for each. We'll select it that day. Probably maybe before, but during that time, when you come in, we'll hand you your stuff.
Are we streaming next Friday?
I don't think so.
We should.
You gotta make. I have things I have to do.
We may or may not be streaming next Friday. We're on vacation.
I have plans.
We start vacation, what, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yeah, last day of the official work year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is Tuesday. We have appointments Tuesday.
Tuesday is our last official work day of 2022. Just so
there you
we're
go.
clear on what just got said, that is the last
Don't
one.
be that guy.
So, if you want to get in, other than that, we do have artists who are sticking in town. We might be able to get you in, but it'd be an appointment-only kind of concept and on like a case-by-case kind of thing. So hit us up if you're looking for that so we can talk to the artists and see what we can get arranged other than that. But the next big thing will be the New Year party. So I kind of feel like I might stream. If he doesn't stream with me, I might stream next Friday. And I might even, on that one, give away like extra chances to win. Right? I might do that. I don't know how. I've got to figure that out, so I can't make that promise. I got to make sure I can tie it into our current sweepstakes. But if I can't, maybe I'll give you something else on that one. We'll win something different next stream. Yep. So everybody who's on this stream before we're done, now you know. Come on the next stream, and I'll probably be giving shit away. I'll figure out what it is probably midweek or some shit for you. And we'll make an announcement or something and go from there. So do that. Log on for that shit. Come to the fucking party. We're going to be here. It should be fun. We're doing glory hole tattoos. It's just a bunch of us fucking hanging out and bullshitting, having a good time at a tattoo studio. We'll probably give away a bunch of merch because we're planning on doing like a bunch of new merch next year. So I'll probably be giving outdoor prizes and shit like that. And maybe give away like some artwork and stuff. We got some cool prints. I got some art that's coming down off the walls. Yeah.
I don't think so.
So maybe we'll get some of that artwork away and stuff too. That's from like my personal collection and shit like that. I don't know. We got some cool shit going on. So come hang out. We do love you. Even though it's very one-sided, it seems sometimes. Send us your address. I'll mail you a t-shirt. I really will. Free of charge. I'll just mail you one. I got you. Which one do you want? Like, we've got everything you've ever seen me wear on here. I really only wear my own brand. Most people think it's because I'm conceited. It's because it's cheap to buy it at cost when it's your own shit. So, you know, I'm not a sucker. I get my clothes cheaper than everybody else. That's why I own so many. But yeah, you want this one? I'll get you one of these. Right? Send us your name and your size. Things you were talking so much on here, I feel like you deserve that. So Can we get Christina Peters ordered up a shirt and sent out to her?
Maybe. Yes.
We'll get that done.
We will.
No, real fast though, go hop on the website, see which one you like. When you message us, just tell me which one you like, and we'll get one out to you. Hell, if you want, I'll get you a hoodie. We got hoodies up there, right? You just choose whichever thing you want off of there. I think we've got like some hats and stuff too. Whatever it is you want, I'll send it to you. I got you. On me, free of charge. And then next stream, I'll also give away some other shit. So, and then we got to get Sam up here because we got to get her to order some shit that we owe her too. So, of course. Well, thank you. You were on here. Thank you. We love you all. We love everyone who watches the stream. You're cooler than everybody else is because you watch the stream. Everyone who shows up at the party, definitely fucking cooler than everybody else is because they show up at the party.
We don't watch the stream. We're not cool.
No, I watch it when I go home at night.
Yeah, but we're not watching the stream. We're watching a video of the stream.
I like watch myself on stream and touch myself while I do it.
It looks like you were stirring.
It's kind of how I do
oatmeal.
it. I do it like that, right? Like, that's the grip that I prefer. So, but no. So, seriously, like, thank all of y'all. We just had like a fucking awesome ass year. I'll probably see you a couple more times this year. Hopefully, I'll stream at least one more. But we fucking appreciate you guys. We couldn't do any of this shit without you. And I'm shocked that the world is still convinced that artists are allowed to make artwork and make money. So, love y'all. Come hang out. Help us help you, give you some free shit. Come to the party, get glory hole tattoos, kick ass, take names, wear a wrist brace when you do that so you don't hurt your wrist.
That's what she said.
That's all I got, right? No wrist for that. No hands.
That's what she said?
That's what she does. Hopefully he and she does. That would be a good night, right? Love you.
Low battery.
My battery's about to die anyway. So, signing off. We're gonna let you guys talk to our other anchor. Love you.